Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 3, back again on the Peak Forest Railway, where last time we did a run from here at Ambergate to Chinley in a steam train, and we discussed during that trip what it would be like to get a DMU on this line, because I really like the line. So, slightly out of context as far as the year is concerned, we're going to start this time in a 150 and go from Ambergate to Chinley. In the awesome Pride livery. Thank you, Crispy. Then we'll come back to here, and then we'll do Buxton, because we never did Buxton last time. So 3 runs this time, maybe 3 different DMUs, maybe the 150, 158, 166, just to see what they are like. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, then hello. This is going out on the channel on a Saturday, because that's when it's going out. Other content for me is stuff on other days. There we go. There'll be links in the description below to where you can get this route for Train Sim World 3. There'll also be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me live on the Twitchy thing 6 days in a week doing all sorts of things. There'll also be a link down there to my Discord server as well. Good morning to Trent. Streaming this rather unusually on a, what day is it? Wednesday lunchtime. I've got a week off work, chucked in a couple of extra streams, so thought I would do this today. So let's get inside. We'll unlock doors. Then go back outside again. So I don't think we're going to get any passengers, but we'll go through the whole thing anyway. Feels word. I'm guessing weird. So yeah, after doing this in Steam, which I actually got the hang of last time, I did say I think this line would be quite suited to a DMU, because the line itself is really, really nice. So we will take a trundle up it. And I do love these liveries. Crispy's done an awesome job with these Pride liveries. Okay. Lock doors. Okay, 1.9 miles to What Standwell. And we are off. Oh, with a little bit of smoke as well. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I think a DMU suits this line already. We've only just left the first station. So yeah, so we'll take the run up to Chinley. Maybe then we'll change to the 158 and do the return run, because I want to see how those hills are. And then we'll go back again to Buxton, because we never went to Buxton last time. I don't think we're going to get up to line speed in this anyway, because it's not the most rapid of diesel units. But we'll give it a go. Is it a good route? It is. I actually really like the Steam. You get the 8F, the 4F and the Jubilee with the route. It's only 38 miles long. But actually it looks really nice. I just think it's one of those where you could chuck, you could chuck an old Blue Era diesel on it with some Mark II coaches. And I think it would it'd fit quite nicely. It's quite hilly, so I think it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the DMU. And it was it took us an hour and 27 minutes, I think, to do the route in a steam train. Obviously, it's going to be quicker than that in diesel, but it's going to be a good judge to see how long. Oh God, wrong one. So we got Whatstownwell, Cromford, Matlock Bath, Matlock, Roseley, Bakewell, Millersdale, Peak Forest, Chapel under Frith and Chinley. So a few stops. There's actually a 2 hour 20-minute scenario for this as well, which is doing the whole shunty thing. Right, let's apply some brakes. See if we can do a better job at stopping this thing on the station than we did with the steam train. So into our first stop. I really do like the 150. So we do the 150 up to Chinley, we'll then come back and do the 158. And then we'll finish off going to Buxton in the 166, which I haven't got a Pride livery for. Stokey! At least it won't be as far for passengers to jump down. Indeed. Oh, we are getting people getting on. Give it a few versions of Train Sim Mobile, level of routes at Train Sim. Well, I don't know. I don't think the routes are going to get much longer. Thank you, Stokey. I just love the detail. I am really swaying towards Train Sim World more than I am Train Sim Classic. Because why wouldn't you when it looks this good? The fact that this train says it's going to Penzance is neither here nor there. Ignore that. But I love these liveries. So good. Especially with the Sims and Stuff Railways on there as well. Right, that's the first stop. Right, 2.8 miles to Cromford. See, I quite like this thing doesn't actually accelerate that quickly either. So it may not be too far off time-wise to the steam trains. Although steam was taking a bit more time than this to speed up. But yeah, the scenery on this route is really, really nice. So even if you're not a fan of steam, I can recommend it. Yeah, it's set in the 60s, so using this train probably wouldn't be the way to go. The 101 would probably be well suited, but I'm not a fan of the 101 because of the whole gear change thing. I'm just no good at it, basically. So we'll give it the proverbial beans. Not that it makes much difference in this thing. Like, we haven't got much power. We can't do it, Captain. I do like a DMU. This weekend just gone, I was down in Cardiff. Ended up on a Class 153 single car unit. And on a couple of Class 150s as well. So a couple of versions of this. They sound so good. I am slowly becoming a bit of a train geek. How was the meetup? I've had an amazing weekend. Hi, Crispy. Went down to Cardiff on Saturday, recording this on Wednesday. Went down to Cardiff on Saturday with Derek from the Discord and Ethan. Went to Cardiff Bay, went down to Barry Island, had an amazing day. Sunday went to Portsmouth with Crispy and Ethan. Rather warm, Had a really, really, really good day down there. Then went from there down to the New Forest. Came back. Monday was a dash in and out of London. Yesterday was the New Forest for me, and then down to Bournemouth for the afternoon and evening, and saw a concert last night. Got home at the early hours of this morning. So yeah, I've had an amazing few days. Driven 550 miles since Sunday. No wonder I'm tired. But yeah, I do want to go back to Cardiff. Do a few of the branch lines around Cardiff. I'm definitely becoming a train geek. I think spending time with Crispy and Ethan is rubbing off on me. Damn it. Right, coming into Cromford. Yeah, this is really well suited to a DMU, this line. Something like that, Crispy. So yeah, it took an hour and 27 minutes to do this in Steam. I think it's going to be quicker doing it in diesel. So then we'll change train again. We'll come back in the 158, do the reverse, and then we'll take the 166 on the branch off to Buxton, because we never did that last time. Hi, Kerry. All right, into Cromford. I really do love these liveries. Passengers do the getting off and getting on thing, and the train is going to Penzance. Ignore that. It's not really going to Penzance. Are you going to stand there looking at the train? Oh no, is someone getting on? But I say, you just stand there looking at the train? What's going on there? We just know this isn't. This is supposed to be a steam train. This isn't steam. I've come to this line to jump on a steam train. I didn't expect a 150 to be on here. What's going on? Oops, excuse me. It does suit it, doesn't it? We need more older DMUs. As I said, I could have used the 101. We need some older stuff. Oh, locked doors. That's me then, isn't it? Okay. Right, Matlock Bath is next. Slightly easier accelerating uphill in this than it was a steam train. But I actually was starting to get the hang of the steam train when I did that yesterday. That's a tunnel. That's definitely tunneling. It has got a Riviera line. I love the Riviera line. It's probably a similar length as well, isn't it? Actually, I think the Riviera line might be shorter. This is 38 miles. But yeah, so even if you're not a fan of steam, it's worth giving it a go, because there's a few scenarios. But even just to do another route in another train. Yeah, look, the scenery is really, really nice. I won't quite stop where I should be stopping because it's expecting me to be a steam train. We'll just ignore the fact that the people all the way down there. Modern Riviera is 28 miles long. Probably similar length. So yes, it's slightly longer. So it is going to be interesting to see how long this takes in a DMU. So it's an hour and 12 minutes timetabled in the steam train in the Jubilee. It took me an hour and 27 because me. It'll be interesting to see how long this takes. We started at midday. Game time. Person there like, why is the train all the way down here? We had that in Cardiff. We stood at one place and then the train just shot past us and stopped where it should be. It's like, we're a long way from the train now. Right, lock doors. So yeah, 150, 158 on the way back, then 166. So we'll spend some time in DMUs. I haven't got a Pride livery for the 166 because Crispy's useless. That's a hill. Come on. Oh yeah. Well, no, I'm blaming you. Yeah. No, you are. It's all your fault. Okay, fine. Right, Matlock next. Tonight, by the way, back with some farming. Slightly earlier time, around 6 p.m. Tomorrow lunchtime, I'll be here again doing something. Don't know what yet. Maybe some OMSI. Tomorrow night, more farming. Friday night, or Friday and Saturday night may change due to lack of people. So confirm Friday tomorrow and then Saturday on Friday. Saturday lunchtime will be more Train Sim World 3, and then Sunday farming. Get yourselves back into a regular schedule for the next couple of weeks anyway, because we've then got a bank holiday coming up where things will be just thrown out the window again, because I am going to be getting out the house. Oh, that's breaking. Alright, welcome to Matlock. Where we're parking. Obviously, this stopping place is designed for a full-length steam train. It's like, well, we're just a two-car DMU. Why is Matt locked up? There was a TV show called Matlock. I can't remember if it's British or American. It's a detective. Yeah, definitely suits a DMU, doesn't it? This route. Looks nice. I don't know how the 158 is going to fit. It was American, was it? Oh, okay. So we've got Roseley or Rowsley, Bakewell, Millersdale, Peak Forest, Chapel in the Frith, and Chinley to go. Okay, locked doors. A couple of those have got a bit of a gap between them. Have you got the new 158 livery? I don't know. Right, 4.2 miles now to Roseley, Rowsley, however you're pronouncing it. Pronounce it your own way. Past the quarry. Past the river. Yeah, I really like the way this route looks. I don't think we're going to get up to the 80-mile-an-hour line speed somehow. Yeah, so the route's set in the 60s. Obviously, we are slightly I am slightly cheating by bringing a 150. But I just wanted to see how a DMU would work on it. And very well. Come on. There we are. So I think you could use a nice sort of Blue Era diesel with some coaches on this. I think that would work quite well. This is certainly going better than a steam train did yesterday. Well, actually, when I say we're not going to get to line speed. Yeah, but I haven't got it, have I? Oh, blimey. I am on my dodgy game version. See, I want to stop at this station. Why couldn't I stop there? It wouldn't even give me the option. Blimey. Okay, yeah, this is definitely quite fast. I like the fact that the line's sort of bouncy as well. Imagine a pacer. We need a pacer in this. Come on, Dovetail. Give us a pacer. Thing is, how are they going to record the noise of a pacer at full chat? They can't anymore. Right. Slow it down. Oh, that's true. Right, into Roseley, this place. That's the place. They're coming to this place. Ow. I actually don't think it's going to take that long to do a full line run. Just shows how much quicker a DMU is than steam. I don't know how much further the branch down to Buxton will be. We'll find out. So what have we got to go? Bakewell, Millersdale, Peak Forest, Chapel in the Frith, and Chinley. So then we'll come back and do the run down to Buxton. I really liking this line. By the time I got to that first station in the steam train, although I'm not a huge fan of steam, I was starting to get the knack of it towards the end. And I think steam and this line work really well. I don't think I'd do the freight stuff. Yeah, thanks, Crispy. Wait till we get you here, Crispy. Then we'll see how good you are. All this, all this talk. Right, 2.9 miles to Bakewell. You've got old cars, that Morris Minors and stuff. So it's definitely a 60s vibe to it, isn't it? It's really cool. Yeah, you've got to be impressed with the route. So today back with farming tonight. Tomorrow lunchtime there'll be something. Tomorrow night farming. Friday night at the moment is going to be golf, but I don't think we've got enough of us. So I may change that for something else. Saturday lunchtime will be Train Sim World 3. Saturday night, again, may change. And then Sunday, farming. And then back to normal schedule next week with trains on Tuesday, flight on Wednesday. Thursday, farming. Friday, something. Four guys. No. It's a bit of a climb up out of here. Be a bit difficult, Trent, considering he's been dead 3 years. That's a tunnel. That's definitely a tunnel. That's quite tunnely. So you can see how this would be tough in a steam train. Although it's only 1%. I made it up here though, didn't I? So I think I was just only going slowly through here in the steam train at this point. Wow. So good. I've never been to this part of the country, so I don't know what it's actually like. Obviously, seeing it in the 60s would be quite difficult. That's definitely a climb, isn't it? 1% all the way up. unless I go 88 miles an hour and go back to the future. Yeah, this route definitely suits a DMU. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting comparison actually, because the branch off to Buxton, I'll see if it either adds or detracts from anything. So whether it adds miles on or whether it takes miles off, but obviously we'll be in the 166. So, well, distance I suppose will be the thing to look at, won't it? Okay. Into Bakewell. Do quite like a Bakewell. Not a fan of the cherry though. So yeah, I just thought I'd do, I'd like a tart. Yeah. Custard, oh god, custard tarts. You can't just eat one though, can you? It's against the law. You can't just have a custard tart. They come in a little pack of 2. You've got to have both. But Bakewell pudding. Bakewell pudding? What the hell's a Bakewell pudding? Not heard of that one. It is a thing. I'm not saying it isn't a thing. Your dad has the other one. We'll buy 4. It's quite simple. Right, Millersdale, 5.9 miles. Yeah, I'm not a fan of almonds generally, but almond paste is okay. Bakewell. Also, a little loading shed there, look. That's quite cool. So you pull into there to get your goods loaded on. Oh, that's really cool. Smoke coming out the chimneys down there. It's such a good route. I really need to go back and do the Edinburgh to Glasgow again, because I didn't give that a very good rap last time. Yeah, I don't like almonds. I've got a little horn. Right, so another uphill climb. So it's certainly going to be a challenge on the way back down when we make the return run in the 158. This is definitely going to be, well, definitely going to be quicker than the steam train. I don't actually think we've had a bad route for Train Sim World 3 for a while. Every route comes out. Okay, some have got the pluses and minuses. This, really nice. The Edinburgh to Glasgow thing, I wasn't a fan of the train because of the audio. They fixed that. I need to go back and look at that. Midland Main Line, really good. Really good. I can't remember what was before that. One of the freight... Oh, the American one, I think. New York. The one into New York, I think was one before that. This is flat out 40 miles an hour. It's not going fast enough to change gear. These liveries, by the way, are available in the livery workshop thing. Just type in Sims. Sims and Stuff liveries come up. Crispy's done a few for some various trains. So if you're of the rainbow liveried liking type of people, they are available. People are still complaining about Midland Main Line. I liked it. I thought it was great. Not so much the fan of the fact that it was split. I like just one long route. It's like this going off to Buxton. But if the standard route's long enough, but the fact that there isn't one long route, you've got to split between Derby and Leicester and Nottingham, haven't you? Which is in reality how it is. Having been down to Cardiff, say the weekend, I'd love to see some of the Welsh lines put in. I want to go back there at some point and do some of the branch lines going out from Cardiff, heading north up to sort of Ambergate and stuff like that. They're like about an hour long, so they'd be really suited, and they're in like 150s and stuff, I think. So it'd actually be quite suited to this. Up the valleys. It was quite amusing when we went to Barry Island briefly. We were in a ex-Northern Line Class 150. We still had the Northern livery on it, which apparently they were borrowing. Right, so you've got 3 miles down into Millers. Wow, that looks good. See how nice is that? No, I think Ethan said that one of theirs caught fire or something, so they borrowed one. I spoke to there's the shuttle that goes between Cardiff Queen Street and Cardiff Bay by using a single car 153. It takes about 3 minutes to go between the two. And we got there. Of course, it's get out, turn around, go back again. And I spoke to the guard as we were getting off, who's walking down the other end of the train. I said, well, at least you're getting your steps in. He said, 3 hours I've been on this. It loses its appeal after a while. Just imagine that every like 3 minutes or 5 minutes, you're just having to get out, change ends, go back, set up, go back, get out, change ends, go back. It is literally a 3-minute journey. It does like 10 miles an hour or 15 miles an hour. I can imagine that's probably where they put trainee drivers on. Right, you're spending your first week on the Cardiff Bay shuttle. Even the Barry Island one didn't really get up to much speed because of the stops it was doing. And that's an exciting place. We got off the train at Barry Island, walked through the amusement park, which was wow. Walked along the seafront, spotted a Greggs, went and bought Greggs, ate the Greggs, got back on the train. Between getting off the train and getting on the train, we were there 45 minutes. Okay, so 1.8 miles from Millersdale. Then we've got Peak Forest, Chapel in the Frith, and then Chinley. So, yeah, maybe this is going to be about an hour route, even the DMU. Okay, I'm maybe going to line speed all the time, but it's quite good. The scenery's worth it. It's just really nice. So yeah, if you're looking for a route to do just from a scenic point of view, and you like a bit of freight stuff, you like a bit of steam stuff, I can recommend this wholeheartedly. It's going to be interesting coming back in it because it's all going to be downhill. So that's just going to be all on the brakes. I think 158's combined handle, isn't it? So not separate brakes. Oh, it does sound good. Right, in we come to Millersdale. Speeding. Oh, up on a bridge. Well, yeah, I'll stop back here because it's somewhere close to the station building rather than all the way down the front. Nice hat. I say, I've got my hat on. It's not really a female's hat though, is it? But okay. Can't judge. Why are they all this side? Are they expecting a train? Are we on the wrong platform? Why? Like, no, there's no train. There's not one behind me or anything. This train going to Penzance. Oh no, here comes a passenger. I am a passenger. And I ride and I ride. Oh, maybe they're not a passenger. I don't know where they're walking to. They're just walking, aren't they? I'm just out for a stroll. Might want to go to the Buxton place. Oh, is this the point where it switches then? Is this the split? I don't know. Oh, well, that's useful. Right, Peak Forest. Well, we'll soon see. We'll do the Buxton. Well, say we'll make a return in the 158, and then we'll do the Buxton one, and we're back in the 166. Yeah, but where would it come? It does seem a big station, so there must be a split off up here somewhere then.
Oh, yeah.
Bomboy. Thank you very much for the follow. Well, no, this is going back in a sync dual track again. So maybe not. Strange. Unless it's the other side and we missed it. Well, no, because why would it... I don't know. We'll find out when we do the Buxton run. I don't know. You think I'd know these things. Professionalism and all that. That appears to be quite tunnely again. They put a route map on the thingy. Oh, did they? That's good then. Useful information there, Crispy. Thank you for that. On the thingy. Okay, good. Because I wouldn't have been thinking of looking there. Oh wow, this is nice. Yeah, my week off has definitely been train themed. Obviously, Saturday was down in Wales on trains. Sunday was... I reckon here then could be the split. I reckon that's going to go off down to Buxton. So you could be right. Yeah. So we'll have to come back as far... It means Buxton's not going to be that far down there, is it? I wonder if there's any extra stops. Oh, I'm intrigued now. So yeah, Saturday was Cardiff. So by train to Cardiff, around Cardiff on trains and back. Sunday was Portsmouth, where I drove to Petersfield. And then got the train down to Portsmouth Harbour. And back. No trains on Monday or yesterday. This Friday I'm into London, where I'll be on trains. And then in between then, doing Train Sim World. So definitely a train-themed week for me. I am definitely becoming a train weirdo. Yeah, I know. I'm blaming you entirely, Crispy. Well, no, but I'm still blaming you. So where's that? Oh, I say where's that come from? Dead end. So this is all the sidingy type things then. That's definitely a climb up there. Wow, 37 flat out. Can you imagine pulling something heavy and freighty up here? The fact this thing doesn't change up until about 46 miles an hour, it's just in like first gear. I think you'd even struggle to get a steam train any faster than that up there. So it is going to be about an hour run. Yeah, I think any of those older era diesels would actually look really nice on here. Obviously this is too new really to be on a 60s route. The 101 would have been better, but the 101's just, I can't drive the 101. It's impossible. It is a pain. If I could map some buttons to the gear change thing, I think it would be easier. I think in reality you'd do it smoother because you'd come off the throttle, change the gear, go back on the throttle. So it's a double-handed situation and it'd work a lot better, but trying to do it with keys isn't easy. Well, I don't know what other eras, what other DMUs were around back then. The Thumper? God, imagine the Thumper in this. That would be pornographic. Well, it's a busy old place as well. Right, into Peak Forest. So we've got Chapel in the Frith and Chinley still to go, and it's been like a 50-minute route. Okay, I haven't been going flat. Well, I've been trying to go flat out, but it's still going to be an hour-long route, isn't it? So then we'll make a return trip in the 158, and then we'll come back up. Or do we make a return trip in the 166, and then do Buxton in the 158? I don't know. There's nothing else really that would fit, is there? That's all the DMUs we've got, isn't it? Oh, no. Right, lock left. Right, 3.4 miles. I love the fact it's hilly as well. So anything's going to struggle up here. So yeah, 158 coming back, and then 166 to Buxton. Yeah, is that a manual again though, or is that not? Is that still manual gearbox jobby? The 121. Oh, yeah, thumper then. It's got to be. When were the Pacers? When was the first Pacer? Was that 60s? It's got to be in it. Because it'd be great to have a Pacer pack, wouldn't it? 80s? Really? Wow. I thought they were older than that. So it would have been like the 205s and the 101s and 121s before that then. Blimey. Is there a train strike on Friday? Well, yeah, and I'm getting a train part of the way into London on Friday. Couldn't pick the worst day. Oops. Tubes are all fine. This is definitely quite a long tunnel. I see the light at the end of it though. We're all good. So yeah, so we got, it's quite a good mix of hills, isn't it? There's quite a lot we've been going up, but there's like this one that's going to be coming out that we're going down. We'd only be coming up, coming the other way. I'm really liking this route. I actually didn't think the 38 miles would be that enjoyable, but it is. It's really picturesque. Can definitely recommend it. That scenery is so nice. Right, to the brakey thing. And oops. Yeah, that's fine. They don't want to get out of the front carriage anyway. It's a little tiny step down. They'll be alright. It'll be fine. Honestly, it'll be okay. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Mind the gap. Yeah, so I mentioned the Wherry. Oh, I think it was you, wasn't it? Mentioned the Wherry lines the other day. We're actually going to go on that. I think it'll be quite interesting. I do want to get out and about now to do a few more actual railways. I'm becoming a train geek, aren't I? help me. I've had discussions about doing the overnight sleeper down to Penzance. I think that might be happening in July. And I want to do the line from Penzance to St Erth and St Erth to St Ives. Been down to St Ives, never actually done the train route in. Right, Chinley, final stop. Potentially. I will be stuck with him on a train. Well, I was stuck with him on a train most of Saturday. But the fact that it'd be in one of those little sleeping compartment things on a train. Right, final stop for this trip, approaching then at Chinley. See, where does that go? I want to go down there. It's really annoying when they put... It's like, no, don't show me somewhere I can't go. There's a bridge, there's bridges and things and everything down there. I want to go down there. Oh, see, that one goes down there as well. Oh, damn it. Oh, okay. Alright, that was some speed. Yeah, maybe shouldn't have gone through those points at that sort of speed. So yeah, so we've done a run from the other end, the place, to Chinley in the 150. Just seeing how well a DMU would work on this route, because steam is the official mode of choice, because it's set in the 60s. But I think the 150 actually works quite well. We're going to do the return leg back to the other end in the 158, and then we're going to do Buxton in the 166. Oh, just about made it under the speed limit. How are we doing? Really good. Really good. And stop. It goes to Hope. I could do with some of that. Can we go and visit Hope? Nice girl. Never called me back. That livery does look so good. Crispy might be a annoying git, but, you know, it does a good job at liveries. Alright, lock doors. Right, so there we go. Actually 31 miles. That was. So, yeah, it must be longer then to go to Buxton. We'll find out. Right, let's go back to the main menu. We'll do another custom one. Peak Forest. Create new. We'll call this 234 because that's a numbering system. And we're going to start at Chinley. Why? Hang on. Why is Chinley not the end? What's up there then? What's past Chinley? Why is it? Okay. Oh, it's sidings. Okay, that's fine then. So Chinley's the first one. Okay, let you off. We're going to Ambergate. We could do an express. Let's do the express going back. We go to Ambergate. And we'll stop at Millersdale and Matlock. There we go. So we'll have a bit of a faster run going back. That will confirm. And then we're going to take the 158. We'll go 2-car in the Pride livery. And we'll call this 234. Save. And then we'll play that. Right. Okay. So we go back then. Only stopping a couple of times. And then we'll come back up again in the 166, but go to Buxton. Okay, unlock doors. I've got to remember how to do this now, right? Okay. Master key on. First into forward. Open the window. Open the window. Headlights are on day. I'll give this a bit of volume. Yeah, it's just joined. It's still on the Peak Forest line, but seeing how a couple of DMUs work. So we've done Ambergate to Chinley in the 150. Now we're doing Express Chinley back to Ambergate in the 158, and then we'll come back up again, but go to Buxton in the 166. Just to give a bit of variation. Yesterday we did Steam, which I wasn't as bad as I thought I was going to be. Right, 8.5 mile then to Millersdale. Are we single handled? No, we're not, are we? Well, oh god. Well, it's certainly quicker than the 150, but I expected that. So we're only stopping at Millersdale and Matlock, and then it's back to Ambergate. So this should be a lot faster a run. So I think there's an updated livery to this as well, with the Simpson stuff logo on the side rather than the EMR. So we'll have to get that ready for next time. And Crispy's also been working on some others. So all available in the livery workshop downloady place. Just type in Sims, and if you want to use the Pride livery, go for it. Well, that's an audio change. There we go. Right, it's definitely going to be a faster run back. Hi, Craig. I think the 150 fitted in better. Yeah, that's why I'm doing the DMUs on it. I did Steam on it yesterday and really liked it, but the route itself is brilliant. The route is really, really good. So this train doesn't come as part of it. You just get the 4F, the 8F, and the Jubilee. But obviously, being Train Sim World, you can just stick any train you like on it. So this is more showcasing the route rather than the trains. And it's definitely going to be a faster run back. It was yesterday. Yesterday morning. So that is available to watch on Twitch. It's already gone out. No one's got this far on YouTube. Who am I kidding? It's already gone out on YouTube. For those watching this on YouTube, it hasn't yet gone out on YouTube. That makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, blimey, got a 50 coming up. Okay. Yeah, tonight, by the way, back with some farming. Carrying on the Valley of the Old Farm. Tomorrow lunchtime, there'll be something else. I don't know what yet. If I don't know what date it's going out. In about a month's time, probably. Tomorrow night, more farming. Nothing Friday lunchtime, because I'm in that there London. But Friday night, we'll be here with something. Our planned streams may change due to lack of people for Friday and Saturday, but there'll certainly be something. Oh, this is definitely a climb up in this tunnel. God, that sounds good. And yeah, that's definitely tunnely. It's very tunnely. Can you imagine trying to pull a full freight train up there? There's a challenge for you, Crispy. And I really do miss the sound of non-welded track. Well, yeah, I sort of get why the other banking trains. But yeah, the route itself, even if you're not a fan of steam, the route itself is really, really nice. So you can swap out the trains. Right, 3.9 miles to Millersdale. And then we got to run all the way through to Matlock and then Ambergate. So the express service coming back. So then we're going to jump into 166 and go off to Buxton. Yeah, I'm really liking this route. Uh-oh, downhill. That's quite some speed. Well, yeah, the line speed does seem a bit high, actually. I think 60 would have been fine. Which we got to slow down to now anyway. Alright, 1.8 miles from Millersdale. That was definitely a quick section through there. And then down to a 50. Yeah, the route itself is really, really nice. I was put off initially by the fact that it's steam, but you can take that out of the equation if you just want to do a trundle up and down. So you just put any train you've got on it. Slowing it down. Yeah, so an hour and whatever it was to do the run north. It's going to be quite a quick run back. That just sounds awesome. It's gone dark. Darkness has happened. Yeah, you can't not like the track sounds. I really miss that from travelling on the trains, the clickety-clack, clickety-clack. So you don't get it now. Because from a maintenance point of view, having constantly welded tracks a lot easier. Right, in we come to Millersdale. And what we'll do is when we make the return leg, we won't stop at every station like we did on the way up when we do the 166. Maybe stop at every other and then end up back at Buxton. Right, unlocking the doors. The doors are being unlocked. Yeah, I think the 150 suits this better than the 158. I even think the 166 is going to seem a bit too modern. Come on, people. Right. Let's do the go thing. $13 miles now to Matlock. So I think even doing something loco haul, doing this express service with like 2 stops in the middle, there's an hour journey in there, pretty much. Well, we'll see when we get the other end. Speed, I feel the need. The need for speed. I realised the other day, I've never seen any of the 458 Fast and Furious films, and I don't think I ever will. Because you couldn't, could you? There's like there's hundreds of them. You couldn't really start from the beginning, could you? There's not enough time in the world. Oh yeah, I'm definitely liking this route. Or route for our American cousins. Yeah, when was the last time you actually watched a whole film, Crispy? Oh, that sounds good. Useful. I quite liked, obviously went to this concert yesterday and quite liked the fact that, okay, I got the phone out to record 2 videos, for like a minute each, but then didn't check any social media, didn't do anything, so my phone was I was just out of the equation for like 2.25 hours. It was actually really nice. I need to do that more. I need to just put my phone down more. Right, 10 miles from Matlock. So having had Ethan stay at my place a couple of times, he can't even go for a pee without taking his phone with him. So I'm going for a pee. You don't need your phone. Yes, I do. No, you don't need your phone. You're going for a pee. It's like, wow, talk about panicking if you're not connected. You know, we went into London on the underground. As soon as he gets on the underground, he's searching for Wi-Fi, because it's that scared to be away from information and the ability to search for stuff. It's actually quite scary that people of that generation just can't cope without being connected. Well, yeah, sometimes I've left my phone downstairs when I'm streaming, or in the mornings I come upstairs to shower and change and phone stays downstairs. At work I sometimes wander about and leave my personal phone on my desk. Oh dear. Yeah, don't try and look at your watch whilst you're peeing. Yeah, I went through some heavy rain down there yesterday, between the New Forest and Bournemouth, and got caught in the rain in Bournemouth. I think I am actually going to get rid of my Apple Watch. Well, not get rid of it. It's just going to sit in my museum. I quite like just going back to a normal watch. So I think that's going to be the case for me. That's my next thing. Okay, so Matlock's in 7.8 miles, and then it's back to Ambergate. So this is the express route from Chinley back to Ambergate. And then we're going to turn around and jump into 166 and go to Buxton, because we haven't actually been on the Buxton branch. But again, we're not going to stop at every station. Maybe we'll do the two that we haven't done on the way into Buxton. Maybe just a couple. You're not far from Winchester, blimey. Yeah, so I went down to sort of near Brockenhurst yesterday in the New Forest, and that was quite waterlogged, and then drove from there to Bournemouth and then back last night. So I went for a walk when I got to New Forest. It was glorious, hot. Left my coat in the car when I got to Bournemouth and got caught in the rain. I just got to wait for this. I do like these liveries. I think, I hate to say it, Crispy, I prefer the... I didn't like the 150 one at first, but actually I think I prefer the 150 to this one. I know this is a recreation of the actual Pride livery. But yeah, this route, if you've been thinking about it... The hell was that? That was a noise. I am saying your design's better than EMR. Yeah, this route is worth it. Even if you're not into Steam, I'd say get it, because the actual route is really, really nice. You can't not like that audio, can you? So yeah, so we did the 158. No, sorry, we did the 150 from Ambergate to Chinley, stopping at every stop. We're bringing the 158 from Chinley back to Ambergate, stopping at Matlock and the other place we just stopped. And then we're going to jump in the 166 and go to Buxton. I actually quite like the express route, you know. Oh, wow, yeah, this scenery is so nice. Hi, Wanless. Hope you're doing okay. That much time's already passed. Where did it go? Yeah, hour and a half I've been streaming. I know. That just shows how good this route is. Right, let's give it the beans then. I'm doing really good, thank you. Did that thing this morning. Got back in the house about midnight last night. Went literally within like about 2 minutes of entering the house. I was in bed and asleep. Woke up when the alarm went off at 6. Got up. Made a coffee, sat looking at it for like about 2 minutes, left it on the side, went back to bed. Got up just after 8. And yeah, doing good. Yeah, I've done content on Derail Valley. I need to go back and look at that again. I actually quite enjoy it. But it's so much. The problem is there's so much stuff. There's not enough time. And I keep coming back to this. That's the problem, because this is just so damn good. So the other one is a diesel rail car simulator. That's quite good. I've got a new subway game. I'm going to try and record a video on, ready for Sunday. Munich subway thing. The subway Munich thing. That one. It's not released until Thursday, so I'm going to try and record some content on it. That's not multiplayer, is it? That's just single player Derail. As an MP mod, really? Why are you telling me about this now? A couple of weeks ago. Well, why didn't you tell me a couple of weeks ago? And I thought you loved me, Crispy. I did. I'm starting to think that's not the case anymore. Well, obviously, I just need to unmoderate you now then. Well, that's part of the conditions. Didn't you read the small print? Does this mean? Well, yeah, you have to. It's part of the thing of being a moderator. I'll do anything for 20 quid. Wow. Okay. Noted. The next meetup could be interesting. Right, into Matlock. Yeah, I am really liking this route. I almost think the HST would work on here, you know. On the Express. But I think more suited to like a Blue Era diesel. I think that'd be better. Is this a new DLC? It is, but I'm using a DMU on it. Steam is the theme. It's set in the 1960s. I did Steam yesterday in the Jubilee class, but I just wanted to see if it would suit DMUs as well, and it really, really does, because the route itself is brilliant. Right, 6.2 miles to Ambergate. So then we're going to make the dash back to Buxton in the 166. But yeah, the route is brilliant. The route is really, really good. Ah, yeah, that link won't work for... Turn it down. That link won't work for consoles, but it works for PC. I can't do every link. Yeah, the main is you got freight stuff to do in Steam and passenger. It took, well, it's an hour and 12-minute service from Chinley to Ambergate to Chinley. It took me an hour and 27 yesterday because of my incompetence at driving a steam train. But yeah, it's really good. And just over an hour, wouldn't it, to go up in a DMU? Now we're going back down again. So we switch to 166. Maybe stop at like 1 or 2 stations and then go off to Buxton. Actually, steam's not complicated. When you sort of break it down quite simply, it's just a case of using the reverser in a way that you wouldn't normally use it. It's the reverser and the regulator to regulate the steam, and just keeping an eye on the brakes and playing with your cock. Apart from that, it's fine. You're good at that bit. So you'll be fine with that bit then. You've got to do that every time you depart a station. But yeah, go back and watch a bit of yesterday's stream. I finally got the hang of steam after about 3 or 4 stations. You can't play with it whilst moving at high speed. No, it's not advisable. Okay, so 3.5 miles from Ambergate. That's the express run back down done when we get there. So I really need to go back and redo the Edinburgh to Glasgow. So I might do that this Saturday. But yeah, the scenery is really, really nice. And yeah, I think more suited to the 150 than the 158. The 158 8 set feels a bit too modern. Don't do another route I can't do deliveries for. That sounds like a you issue. Oh, we'll be speeding, aren't I? A little bit of the speeding. Don't have £300 for the rest of the DLCs. Again, sounds like a you issue. Well, if you get a job, you will have. What do you spend your first wage packet on? DLCs? Once you get a job, then the expense begins. Like, what do you mean I've got to buy all my own clothing now? What? What do you mean I've got to give you keep? What's going on here? Why are you taking some of my money? Right, speeding our way towards Ambergate. And then maybe we'll do like a semi-express service back to Buxton. Oh, I do like the sound of this track. So you'll be paying for rent is what you're saying then, Crispy? My rent used to be 20% of what I took home. I was charged. So if you earn £100 a week, it's 20 quid. But obviously everyone does things differently. So I want to go down there as well. Thing is, you don't want to save when you first start working. The last thing you want to do is save money, because you're like, well, I could go and spend this. Then you have to think, hang on a minute, that money that you've just been paid has got to last you a whole month. You don't get anything else. That's when it becomes tough. So you've got to pay for how to get back and forth to work. You've got to pay for your lunches for work. Lad that started working where I worked for his first job, and he was going out to like co-op every day and spend like a £5 a day on his lunch. Soon realised that, hang on a minute, that's a lot of money I'm spending each month just on my lunches. Soon stopped that. Why the hell are you using Edge? Oh my god, who uses Edge? Yikes. Right, lock doors. I look after IT for the company I work for, and if I go to someone's desk and they're using Edge, I just uninstall it and put Chrome on. Right, so here we go. 41 minutes then to do the 31 miles. £46 a week in rent. That's not bad. That's not bad. £200 a month, roughly. Right. Let's do another one then. So scenario planner. We'll do the Peak Forest. Of course, one. No, we won't. Of course, 145 then, because I forgot to put a 3. We'll add new service. We'll start at Ambergate, and we're going to go to Buxton this time. And confirmed destination is going to be Buxton, and we're not going to stop at all of them. So what? Okay. So what if we just go Matlock, Bakewell? Okay. And then we're going to do the class 166, and we'll go 3 car loaded. I'll call that 45 just to confirm. There we go. So save 45, play. Right, so you're going to go to 166 this time then, up to Buxton, which we haven't done yet. This will be the last one for today. God, I've got to remember how to do this now, haven't I? Master key unlocked. Unlock doors. We haven't got a window, have we? Nope. Okay, won't open the window then. Reverser into forward. Headlights on day. So GWR livery 166 now. Yeah, single handle. Okay, I got jumping out different things. Got like, okay, how does this one work? Okay, 5 miles then to Matlock. Oh, a bit smoky as well. We like that. Okay, off to Buxton we go. Yeah, I think the 150 is the best suited to this, but it does show that you can use a DMU. I used to think the 166 was depressingly slow, but compared to the 150 and the 158, we do need more DMUs. Definitely. We need more diesel stuff. More British stuff. Pacer. We need Pacer. That's what we need. Or 205. Oh, now we pick up a bit of speed. I've got to slow down. Down to a 40. I do like the GWR livery. That's all sorts of track noise going on there. Yeah, this line is really, really good. Say I wasn't sure about it, being that it on paper didn't seem very long. The fact that it was steam orientated, but I think a bit like the Edinburgh to Glasgow one was for me when the train wasn't great. Stick another train on it and it just gives it a whole new lease of life. So you could trundle up and down this in whatever train you wanted to. Yeah, the 150 sounds the best as well. but it does showcase the line, which is what this stream's all about, rather than showcase the steam, showcase the line. Oh, speeding. So tonight, back with some farming at about 6 p.m. Tomorrow lunchtime, we'll be here with something. Don't know what yet. Tomorrow night, more farming at the moment. And then we'll be here Friday night with something. Plans may change to what we've got scheduled because we haven't got enough people. Saturday lunchtime, more Train Sim World 3. Saturday night, again, something multiplayer. And then Sunday lunchtime, more of the farming thing. And then back to normal schedule next week with trains on Tuesday. Flights making a return on Wednesday. Something on Thursday. And then some multiplayer stuff on Friday. A useful streaming schedule. Okay, so 1.2 miles to Matlock. This is definitely covering the ground quicker. I never thought I'd think of a 166 as being quick. Yes, the scenery up here is really nice. And stop. So yeah, so making the 3 stops, I think. Where are we? So yeah, Bakewell and then Buxton. So we haven't been off down the Buxton branch. Right, Bakewell, 8 miles. Oh, no. Went to release the brakes. Yeah, this is quicker than the 150 and the 158. Speed isn't everything, no. But getting up to line speed at a reasonably quick pace is a good thing, really. I never thought I'd say it. The 166 would be up there as my favourites, but yeah, I've got a soft spot for that 150 now. Even though you are looking at a little letterbox thing, which isn't as bad as that stupid thing that comes with the Edinburgh to Glasgow. It's like, how small can we make the window for the driver to look out of? Right, back past here. Right, go, go, go. Can we get this thing to line speed? Can it be done? A slight uphill. Oh, I don't know, we are still accelerating, so you never know. Yeah, it might be quicker off the line, but it hasn't really got that mid-range acceleration. Well, I'll say that. It's picking up a bit of speed now. I definitely think 80 is too fast for this route. I think 60 would be more of a reasonable speed. Oh, slowing. I may be speeding slightly when I get to the... Oh no, I'll be alright. Actually, more than all right. Well, yeah, I suppose. But I thought it might have been realistic line speed, potentially. I suppose, yeah, you're never going to get to 80, are they? You wouldn't even get to 60, I don't think, along that stretch. Right, so 2.7 miles to Bakewell, and then we're going to split off and do Buxton. So we have done all the bits of the line then. Yeah, the 150 is definitely my preference if I was going to put a DMU on this. 158 felt too modern. This definitely feels a bit weird. Which doesn't look right. It lights up the inside of the tunnel quite well though, so its lights are better. See, that looks so good when you come out of the tunnel like that. I know we're not going to get AI in a custom scenario, but even when we did the one of the official timetable routes yesterday, the only time we saw a train actually on our line was at the other end. When we left Chinley, a train was pulling out. So yeah, they need to do something with the amount of stuff. Some of the routes, like Southeastern High Speed, have got so much AI. It's just like wow. This just, I don't think there was enough. I wouldn't have expected to pass lots of trains, but if we'd have had a couple, I think it would have felt a bit more realistic, rather than it being a 3-hour turnaround. Yeah, London. I do like London Commuter. And yeah, we want the ability to just swap trains. So if you want to take a timetable route and put a 166 on it, do it. I don't know why they won't let you do that. Just, right, here's a timetable, what train you're using. Default or your own. I'd be more inclined then to work my way through all the timetable routes just using different trains, because you can just break it up and make it easier. Not realistic, no, but it's your sim, do what you like with it. Yeah, exactly, Crispy. Right, we've arrived at Bakewell, home of the tarts. And then we go off to Buxton, home of the water. I'm guessing it's famous for other things other than water. Don't know, never been. Right, lock doors. Right, 11 miles then to Buxton. So we should split off at that point where we didn't. That makes sense. Earlier. It made sense in my head. Most things do. Exactly. Fork off, I think is the phrase you were trying to use then. My sister used to tell me that. I got family in Birmingham, and used to go up and down across the Cotswolds from Swindon here up to Birmingham, and I'd leave there on a Sunday evening. Generally, I got up every weekend. Leave there on a Sunday evening to come home, and my sister eventually would say to me, "Right, you fork off when you get to Stone the Wold towards Burford," because that was the way home, and it just become an every time thing now. And he'd be like, "You're gonna fork off?" "Yes, I'm going to fork off at Stone the Wold towards Burford." So yes, it's one of those things. It's a rather nice bit of road as well. I have done some stupid speeds between Stone the Wold and Burford, especially on motorbikes. Obviously not exceeding the speed limit, because I would never do that. Right, anyway, we're going towards Buxton. We've gone the wrong way down the motorway. God, no. I don't know how people can do that. So, it's going to be interesting to see how much is that doggy in the window? No. How much of the line we haven't done. I should have really stopped at the stop before the splitty thing, shouldn't I? But I can't remember which one that was. So yeah, we're 9 miles from Buxton. 20 quid. Is that cheap for a dog? That's very cheap for a dog. Proper pedigree dogs can cost thousands. Then you've got to make sure they've had all their injections and stuff. If somebody's going to die in a few years. Well, 14, 15 if you're lucky. Hi, Connor. What are you going to do? Take Grandpa out into the garage when he's 80 and go, "Sorry, Grandpa." It is better than a hamster that just want to commit suicide. Right, so 8 miles to Buxton, which means when we get there we've done all the bits of the line. Yeah, I really am liking this line. Don't bang your leg on a metal framed desk. Thanks for that, Crispy. How many hours a day do you sit at that desk? How do you know it's not got a side bit to it? You really are quite odd. This is true. Having spent a day with you the other day, I feel sorry for all of your family now. Although they never see you. I probably saw more of you that day than they do in a week. Right, another tunnely type thing. Yeah, the one good thing with the 166, the lights are quite good. Actually, I think the 166 is, from a looks point of view, not suited to this line, but from an ease of control point of view, quite suited to this line, because single hand operation and stuff. Right, so it can't be far now until we get to the point where it splits. If there's two stations, one of which we can't stop at, between where it splits and Buxton, the split must be down here somewhere. Unless it's just not very long. Oh, okay. So it might only be a couple of miles then. We'll find out. Ah, so here's that station, I think, coming up. Down here? Yeah, so here's that larger station. So it's after that, wasn't it, then when we had the split. Still don't get why there's so many. Unless it's just a volume of trains. Track audio sounds so good, it's almost musical. Yeah, it's only 4.8 miles from Buxton. We haven't come to the split yet. Banana split. That's the banana ice cream thing in it. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of ice cream, so I wouldn't have that. Not a huge fan of bananas either. It's about the only fruit I can tolerate. Okay, so we're only 4 miles away and we haven't reached the fork off section. Right, here is the fork off section. Oh, that's quite cool. You want banana? We buy banana. Right, so up there is the line we did to Chinley. Now we're going down here towards Buxton. So you can't go from Buxton to Chinley then. Oh, yes you can. Is there another line up round there? Also, what if there had been a Chinley Buxton service then? So you could have come round that corner. That would have been quite cool. So you could have come off from round here. Oh wow, this is nice. Oh wow, this is nice. A river meandering through. Yeah, I am really liking this route. Goes off down there as oh, I'm guessing there'd be some sort of shunty type thing around there then, because otherwise why is that modelled? Oh, this is cool. Hang on, no, because you got to come. Oh, I see. You come forward to here, back up, and then come back down the main line. Oh, okay. Right, 2.6 miles to Buxton. First time coming down here. Don't go in. I'm going to get told off for staying outside. Get to see the scenery from outside as well, though. Go inside for the tunnel. I could do a professional shot of the train passing through the valley. I won't, but I could. Because me. I'll save that for the purple idiot. He can do all those fancy things. Oh, that splits off round there as well. Oh, this is really nice. It's a shame there isn't a way of just letting you explore the whole, like, track, isn't it? Let you pick the track and pick waypoints and go, right, you're going to go from here to there to there, and then there to there. Because you could just do a shuttle service. You could spend hours going up and down. So do Chinley to Buxton, Buxton down to Watergate, Watergate back to Buxton, Buxton back to Chinley. What an awesome, awesome route. Actually, bringing steam up here would actually be quite nice. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a really nice route. Just go and buy it. just buy it. Go and do it. Even if you're not a fan of steam, just go and do it. Let's have another line crossing over above us then. Yeah, so that we go down and join that, I'm guessing, up there somewhere. Oh wow, look at that. So that just... Yeah, so you got, oh I see, you've got a split platform type thing, that those over there go round that way, these go down here. Oh, this is really cool. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Buxton. This makes me want to go to Buxton. Oh, that's got to be a... Yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. You're going to be seeing more of this route, even with steam. I think departing here with steam and going back round to Chinley or something would be really, really nice. Or even some old Blue Era diesels would actually be quite cool coming up here, because this line almost lends itself to you not going very quickly. It almost feels sort of heritage. So just doing the whole thing at 40 mile an hour would be absolutely fine. But there we go, 41 minutes, 26 miles. So that is shorter than going all the way up to Chinley. But I quite like that last bit. That's quite nice. There we go then. That was a few looks at Peak Forest Railway. Yeah, there will be more of this. Next time then, something else. Might go back up and look at Edinburgh to Glasgow. We'll see. But yeah, we will certainly be coming back to Peak Forest at some point in the future. And yeah, we need more like that. That was really, really cool. For a line I wasn't really looking forward to, I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed that. So there we go. That's me done. Another stream, though, back in less than 4 hours' time. Before then, I'm going to go and whip the lawnmower out. That's with some farming tonight. Tomorrow lunchtime, something else. And then back tomorrow night with more farming. And then back on Friday night with something as well. So thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2.5 hours. And to these people as well. Thanks to the moderation team, to Bomboy, and to Stokey for subscribing. Thank you very much indeed. And that was quite simple, wasn't it? There we go. I'll be back with some idiots in 4 hours' time to do the farming thing. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.